Welcome back, people of everywhere. Thank you for joining me once again, and as you can see, we're back outside. Why are you outside again? Well, because just like last time, I have family over visiting, so I can't shoot where I normally do because that's where they're sleeping. Didn't you just go to the ER for an infected insect bite of unknown origin? Yes, I did. And now you're back outside. At night. With the insects. Yeah. I never said I was the brightest person. But either way, today we're going to be reviewing... Well, since you're going to be doing this review outside in the dark, what horrifying and nightmare-inducing horror film do you have for us this week? I'm actually not doing a horror movie. Well, what are you doing? The kissing booth? What? Okay, look. I watched this movie with my girlfriend because she said it was good, and so she wanted to show it to me. I wasn't really all about it, but I took her on her word and I watched it. So we're gonna get to see you get angry and rip this movie apart? No. I actually kinda liked it. I know, crazy. A 22-year-old man enjoyed a kind of rom-com for teenage girls. But just hear me out, okay? It was actually, like, surprisingly funny. I enjoyed the characters a whole lot, even though one of them was played by one of the girls from Slender Man. But she proved to me here that this is her niche. You know, just don't do the horror movies, just stick to this. Because I actually liked her a whole lot. And the writing made these characters seem like real people. It wasn't overly sappy all the time. There were lots of times where they just felt like real, believable teenagers in high school. And the chemistry between the three leads, the girl, her best friend, and her best friend's older brother, who our lead lady has a crush on. The chemistry between all of them is actually really good. I thoroughly enjoyed watching these characters bounce off of one another with some actually really funny banter. Just a side note, but it probably helps the chemistry that Joey King and the love interest are actually dating in real life. So there's that. And I felt like the two leads, the girl and her best friend, were actually friends. Like, it didn't seem too forced. It seemed very natural. And that is a lot more than what I was originally expecting from this movie. Now, that's not to say that this film is perfect. There were a couple of issues that I had with it. Mainly the fact that it was pretty predictable. You knew the story arcs that damn near each character was gonna have. I mean, it's a teenage rom-com, so you've kind of seen it before. Another issue is that there are way too many characters. There are certain characters that could have totally just been combined into one. Like, there's like 2 or 3 bullies, and they could have just been condensed into one bully. There's one girl who is picking on our lead, and her name in the movie, in the credits, is just British Beauty. Like, her only defining character trait is that she's British. Like, she's not even given a name. At least her other bully got a name, so they could have just become one bully. And there are so many side characters in this. It is unreal. And a couple of them are essentially the same character anyway. Like, there's 2, like, stereotypical nerd characters that essentially look exactly the same. I'm still not even entirely sure if there are actually 2 of them. It might be the same person. I don't even know. There's also this weird thing that I don't know who this movie is actually for, because I keep calling it a teen rom-com, but like, with how many F-bombs are dropped, and with some of the things that the characters do in this movie, if this were like released in theaters, it would be rated R. But it still presents itself in pretty much every other way to be like as if it were a PG-13 teen rom-com. But since it's a Netflix original, there is no R rating. It's like MA-14 or something. And like, it's only in the last act that they start dropping F-bombs. And they drop several, but it's just, there's none, and then just boom, here you go. I don't know. I don't actually know who the target demographic for this movie is. There's also a couple of times in the movie that there is some god-awful green screening. Like, it was laughable. Even my girlfriend was laughing at it, and I've never seen her laugh at something like that when it comes to movies. It was bad. Like, you didn't have the budget to correctly key in some green screen. Maybe if you cut down on how many extras and side characters you had, you would be able to have the money to do it correctly. The movie also goes on about 15 minutes too long. Like, there was one point I was like, okay, this is the end of the movie. But no. There was still apparently a whole bunch of other stuff to do that was really unneeded. And I didn't think I would be saying that this rom-com that I think is meant for teenagers went on for too long, but it really did. But for most of it, I did have a good time, which I did not think I was going to do. I found it very funny, I found the characters likable, and even though there were several issues that I had, I think that the quality of the pros outweighs the quantity of the cons, so I'm going to give The Kissing Booth a B-. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have you seen The Kissing Booth? What did you think about it? Or, what is your favorite teenage rom-com? Whatever it is, let me know down in the comments, and don't forget to hit the like and the subscribe so that I can see you guys next time.